E is a very special number in math. Leonard Euler named this number E. It's a decimal representation of the number E, does not terminate or repeat, kind of like pi. It is an irrational number that is a constant. Its approximate value is 2.718281828.4 ... So the first exercise, all it wants you to do is find the value of e to the third power. And the only way to do that really is on your calculator. So if you go ahead and make sure that you can find the e button on your calculator, I will give you the answers to these so you can check yourself. This first one is 20.0855. It said to take 4 decimal places. This second one is 0.7945. C is 7.3891. And D is 2.87183. Notice that all of these, even the one with the negative exponent, the actual value of it is a positive number because that's how exponentials work. All right, let's look at example 11, and it says we're going to graph e to the x and e to the negative x. So we're going to make a t-table. Now remember that if we were in class, we would not be using a calculator. So we want to try to do this without using a calculator. So we're going to make our t-table. And we want our exponent again to be 0. So we put a 0 in for x. And then we want to go down 1 and up 1. Now remember that e is approximately 2.7. So we're going to use that when we're doing this because we may be not using a calculator. So f of negative 1 would be e to the negative 1 power, which would be 1 over 2.7. Well, we can't graph that, but isn't 2.7 really close to 1/3? So we're going to put 1/3 in our t-table. And then f of 0 would be e to the 0 power, and anything raised to the 0 power is 1. And then f of 1 is e, and e is approximately 2.7. So there's our t-table. Now let's go graph these. So over here I've got negative 1, approximately 1/3. Negative 1, approximately 1/3, which is here. 0, 1, which is here. And 1, 2.7, which is here. And notice this is an exponential growth curve. And that again, it has that horizontal asymptote. And the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. All right, let's go do it now with the second one, which is g of x. So g of x is equal to e to the negative x power. So we're going to make our t-table, and this time in our t-table we're going to put a negative 1, a 0, and a 1. Now we got f of negative 1 is going to be e to the opposite of negative 1, which is 1, which is approximately 2.7. And then f of 0 is e to the 0 power, which is 1. And then f of 1 is e to the negative 1 power, which is approximately 1/3. So there's our t-table. Let's go make our graph. So we've got negative 1, 2.7, 0, 1, and 1 and 1/3. And this time it is exponential decay, so it's going down like this. And our horizontal asymptote would be y equals 0 again.